get organized with your long-term content strategy plan. I think that, for us, we have our entire year's worth of content already planned out. We know which topics we want to write more for. We know which topics we want to write less for. And, it really, it's kind of like content product fit almost, right? You write a bunch of content and you do a bunch of marketing, but sometimes the angle or the thing that you're marketing is not quite exactly what brings in the most revenue to your company. It might get some, some visitors, might get some whatever, but there's this constant sort of feedback loop that we change. It's not like we have 1 year planned out and we don't like change it at all. We have 1 year planned out, but every week we look at feedback, we look at data, we look at seeing what's working, what's not. And I think that using a tool, we like to use Asana to sort of like create like almost like a topic library with a bunch of different topics. We like to have a content calendar. We like to set weekly goals, like I said, of how many we want to publish, right? So we'll look at how much, let's say, for example, with Quora, how many answers we answered last year. Now we're like, okay, how do we 5x that or 10x that? And then what does that equate to in terms of a daily output? So I think that really looking at, for example, 2020 and being like, where do we want to go, whether it's traffic, revenue, users, whatever, and then working backwards on how many pieces of content or marketing do we need to do in order to achieve that. And just play for the long game, right? Like content is hard. You got to be super patient with content, but don't give up after like 3 months, don't give up after like 6 months. SEO content, even Quora, it's a tricky thing, but just as long as you think that you are still providing value to at least one person on the internet, then, keep going with that.